I am Anthony Lampkin. This is my senior year here at Morgan State University. Well, growing up as the only male in my household was kind of rough. You know, my parents were married. They were married for 16 years before they decided to get separated. But one of the greatest challenges that it was, being the only male, was that I had to be the example not only for my younger siblings, but they were all women. And so growing up in a household for the women, my dad was out making the money to sustain a living for me and my family. I was spending a lot of time with the women in my family, learning how to deal with women issues. I learned how to understand women and their emotional state of mind. So do the things that he wanted his only son to do started around the age of 8. We actually moved into a neighborhood in Maryland called District Heights, and they had their own basketball and their own football team. And he wanted me to play both basketball and football. And so I enrolled in the basketball program when it was intramural sports, and you know, I liked that I was learning the skills of it. And then that's when the following year I joined the 9 and under team. After joining the 9 and under team, I continued all the way into 13 and under, and you know, it started that early on. I want to say around, you know, elementary school to middle school level. The only son, 3 having younger sisters, and then having my father not really be supportive of the things that I wanted to do. It was a transitional phase for me. It allowed me to sit back and look at my life and the way that I was going. And if I kept going in a way that I wanted to appease everybody else, including my family members, I was on a destructive path. I want my successes to be the ideal for my sisters, because we all are different, and I don't want to fail and they look at me and say, well, TJ couldn't do it, so I can't. And so when I went into therapy, it was all of those things coming in, trying to find who I am amidst all of this chaos that was going on. And it was really a trying time for me. I remember it was a time where I needed to go really bad to the therapy session, and my father wouldn't even pay for it. And I had to pay for it out of my own pockets. And it was those things that really fueled me to be on my own and start to say that if I don't take hold of my life, then it's going to be a destructive path for me. Initially, he didn't support a lot of the things that the other things that I wanted to do, but I will always say that I respect my father, because he actually, on two occasions, it was when American Juniors first had their very first season, him and my mom, they drove me to New York. And I, in the back of my head, I always believed that it was my mother pushing him to take me, because I don't think if my mom wasn't there, he wouldn't have taken me. Starting to see my side, he was proud of that thing that I did. And that kind of made me happy that he really took those steps to say that, okay, this is my son, and regardless of whether or not he does what I like him for him to do or whatever he wants to do, I'm proud of this accomplishment that he's made.